It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they're a team that no one wants to face right now. With just one loss in the last 10 games, they'll be tough to beat. Well, when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, one of the big questions was how Klay Thompson would adjust. He already had to share the spotlight with Steph, and now here's another superstar joining the fray. So that being said, a year into the experiment.
We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Great. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. Nobody was willing to take that role. We'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And about halfway through the season, some teams at the bottom, Doris, they're struggling. So my question to you is, at what point do you suddenly realize, wow, we are truly in rebuild mode?
Well, this is a fascinating part of the NBA at this point. A lot of discussion about super teams, a lot of discussion amongst general managers that we're playing for second. Is that something we want to do? And I think this is an issue the NBA and the collective bargaining agreement is going to have to address long term. There was no cap smoothing, and therefore there was that great influx of money that contributed to the super teams. Can the collective bargaining agreement between the league and the players in the long run afford us some measure of balance in the NBA? It's important, I think, that each organization believe if they're managed correctly, they have a chance for a championship.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Klay in the backcourt. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Curry wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Markkanen in the corner. Outside, Levine. And it's Grant in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The wide open look for Durant. Rebound by the Bulls. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And how about the effort that they put forth in that game, playing just lockdown deep?
Well, you know what they say, defense wins championships, and they made a huge effort to shut them down.
Great open look there.
Yeah, Levine finding the open man. The difference for him right now, playing under control.
Curry dishes to Durant. Over Levine. Durant with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Grant kicks to Markkanen. Feeds to Levine. Lopez, a screen on Thompson. Off the pick. And Lopez throws it down.
Boy, strong finish inside by Lopez, absorbing the hit. Nice concentration there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green, the screen. There's a good screen. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Shoots over Markkanen. Durant with another miss. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Markkanen. The 11-footer. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State. So it's Chicago now. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Clock at 6. Grant the pass to Markkanen. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Green with the ball. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. And he's good on the 3-ball. 6 points for Steph Curry.
Well, the sharpshooter strikes from downtown. He's set records for that ability to drill it from deep. My goodness.
Valentine with it, picked up by Thompson. Levine kicks to Valentine. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And guys, it is so rare to see a player like Draymond Green who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, right? This guy moves so well, anticipates every play on the floor. He is just so disruptive and can shut down a player on any given night.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the middle. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. Durant's got his first points of the night. And you think, Doris, about the impact of Draymond Green, and he has had on that defensive end, again, Defensive Player of the Year last season in the NBA. Beyond the triple-doubles without any points, he can just erase chances in crunch time.
I would say he is about the last guy you want to go at when the game is hanging in the balance, because his defense raises its level when the game is going to be determined. I think he might have another Player of the Year on the defensive end in his tool belt before it's all said and done.
Durant, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Markkanen, good.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block. It imposes his will.
Curry against Grant. Green with a screen for Curry. Unable to get that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Valentine. There's the pick. Thompson dishes to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got his second basket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Bean passes to Lopez. Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it if you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people, because there's so much scoring, and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to it.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
Here's Markkanen, lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, how about the focus there by Markkanen? Terrific at keeping his eyes on the basket, not letting the D affect his rhythm.
Pick by Pachulia. There's the pick. Green kicks to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
Lopez. Thompson with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Kicks to Curry. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now the feed to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. He kicks to G. A 3. Great D that time from Curry. The Warriors have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. They recover it. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Markkanen. David Nwaba is checked in for Valentine. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Levine.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact. Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from three.
Iguodala outside. Back to Curry. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Holiday. Pachulia with the screen on Mirotic. 5 to shoot. And the Warriors miss again. The Bulls have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Pass to Portis. Outside Holiday. Here's Mirotic. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Mirotic has got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Here's Curry. He had that big outing in that Cavaliers game as well. Green, the screen. Curry dishes to Green. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Warriors, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bell's checked in. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Over to the left wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Curry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
The first free throw is good. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in 1 quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end the game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the 4th quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit, lost the focus, I think. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
G passes to Portis. Here's Nwaba. They get it back. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 5 points so far.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there. Over Holiday. Livingston, no luck.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Mirotic's shot is off.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
You look at the height of Shaun Livingston-Doris and how he is able to both score and facilitate for others. He is a coach's dream in that regard.
Well, Shaun Livingston is a mismatch nightmare because with his size, he can shoot over most point guards in the post or in the mid-range. But then if you put a bigger player on him, he can create mismatches at other positions. He's a tough guard.
Livingston hits both of them. There's 37 seconds left in the first. G kicks to Holiday. Here's G, guarded by Curry. G dishes to Mirotic. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know, they're trying to battle back, but he's missing shots this period.
Now here's Livingston, guarded by Holiday. Picked by Pachulia. There's the pick from downtown. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. 11 points in the game.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Bell in at the 4. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Portis. Bulls trail by 3. To the paint, shoots. It's deflected. Here's Livingston. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Curry. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
Boy, I don't know that I've ever seen a better pull-up jump shooter than Stephen Curry. An amazing ability to stop on a dime.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. Ron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall. I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Shoots the 3. They get it again.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
G kicks to Nwaba. To the left wing. Here's G. And it comes off the front of the rim. Warriors leading by 4. And at this point, everyone knows just how deadly this Warriors offense can be. So many weapons and all the stars that can just take over a game doors. It really is a matter of pick your poison.
Well, to me, Kev, it's arguably one of the best offenses the NBA has ever seen. Statistically, they have put up numbers on par with any other great team in history. The threes are the sizzle, but to measure this team strictly in that category would be a disservice.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Well, credit the shooter. It's just great work carving just enough space to get that 3 off in time.
And the foul called on G. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I'll tell you, with that being his second foul, now you've got to be more careful. You can't give the officials any excuse to whistle him for number 3 before the end of this half.
Jaren Grant, he's checked in for the Bulls. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Curry. And And let's quickly check out the best young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month. Fourth, Lauri Markkanen.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Markkanen comes in for Mirotic. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for David Nwaba. And Levine subbed in for Justin Holiday.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Bean passes to Lopez. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Outside, Levine. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, so dangerous, Levine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
Thompson dishes to Livingston. Durant against Levine. The baseline J. Warriors the rebound. Livingston kicks to Bell. The screen from Thompson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Boston, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And, you know, for the Bulls, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
Grant the pass to Valentine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. He dishes it to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Valentine kicks to Grant. And again, no good by Chicago. Dishes it to Livingston. They get it back. Now, here's Grant. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Markkanen dishes to Grant. Markkanen sets the pick for Grant. Out to the wing. He feeds it to Markkanen. Here's Levine. McGee with the block. They recover it. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Livingston. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Bulls trail by 7. Oh, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
The dish to Markkanen. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
Of course, you've been a color analyst for both men's basketball and women's basketball. Stylistically, what's the difference, in your opinion, between the two, if anything?
Well, I think there are a number of differences. The primary one being athleticism is slowly starting to take shape and more dictate the outcome of success in women's basketball. Whereas athleticism has always been a part of dictating the outcome of games. the above-the-rim aspect of the NBA versus, for the most part, the below-the-rim aspect of the WNBA. That would be the primary difference for me.
But the fundamentals, too, sometimes stand out. The women's game, I think, really, you can see fundamentals so strongly.
You can, Kevin, and I think what helped the women's game tremendously was, especially in the WNBA, you had NBA coaches transition to roles in the WNBA, the Bill Lambiers, the Mike Thibault, so they taught that group how to be pros, how to win on that level.
Excellent point. And the first one drops. You look at the influences and former coaches of Steve Kerr, and it's easy to see why Kerr has been a success as a coach.
Well, I think if you look about how this man goes about his business, it's important to recognize he played for Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich, and certainly takes advantage of the wisdom he learned from two of the all-time greats. Think back to his college coach, Lute Olson. So much of his offensive approach with the fast pace and the discipline came from Lute. It's so smart to take a little bit from each one of the mentors and the guys you play for.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
McGee is screened. Thompson passes to Curry. And he's going up for the alley-oop and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And how about the numbers on Draymond Green? This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's right around 9 points a night, 7 assists and 8 rebounds. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
Here's Markkanen, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
And Markkanen is skilled at drawing fouls once he establishes position, uses that height to get the defense to commit.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Curry against Grant. There's a good screen. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Grant. For three, Durant. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Valentine kicks to Grant. Curry with the steal. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
You know, if you ask most coaches in the league who is the best player off the bench, they'll probably tell you Andre Iguodala. He just gives you so much, right? The ability to be a playmaker, to make open shots. He's an incredible floor leader for the second unit. Everything you could ask for in a sub, it's Andre Iguodala. Yeah, the D was on him there, but he still managed to knock it down. Nice to be able to make a contested jumper.
Curry kicks to Durant. Green, the screen. Durant dishes to Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter. And for Andre Iguodala, most coaches would tell you he is the best off-the-bench option in the league, but he doesn't look like he'll ever win a Sixth Man of the Year award.
And I think, Kevin, that goes to how the award is voted on more than it says anything about Andre Iguodala's impact on a basketball game. The Sixth Man of the Year is usually the highest scoring reserve. Iguodala's effect on winning goes well beyond putting points on the board.
Shot from 12. It's all in by the Bulls. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. G kicks to Nwaba. Over in the corner, Portis. No good with the triple. One-on-one here. Here's Curry. Plays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 18 points.
Boy, you get Steph Curry rolling downhill in the open floor. He can finish off a break with such style.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter, they have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you to lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving, the ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they had no consistency on the defensive end. Looked like they were building confidence, and then boom, turn up the volume. A series of bad plays. They're giving up way too many good looks.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable.
And here are the Warriors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Grant is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Valentine in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, KD is the master of the mid-range. The defense must do a better job guarding him.
LaVine passes to Markkanen. And that one drops for him. He's got 12.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
I got to believe that's something they talked about during the break, getting him some good looks in the paint right away.
Here's Durant. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. It's Curry outside, and Grant sends it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Durant against LaVine. Curry on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. And Grant sends it back. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. LaVine dishes to Markkanen. Markkanen sets the pick for LaVine. And LaVine with the slam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. LaVine in style.
Here's Curry. 18 points for him. Thompson outside. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Nice move. Out of hand on it. Now, Valentine. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Markkanen passes to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Shot clock at 2. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Warriors leading by 6. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Curry takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Curry's got 20 points.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Grant kicks to Valentine. The pass to Grant. Feeds it to Valentine. Lopez, a screen on Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And there are so many high-powered offenses out there nowadays. Which coaches do you think, though, devise the best defensive schemes to counter those terrific offenses?
Well, certainly some of the most identifiable defensive minds in the NBA. Greg Popovich comes to mind. Tom Thibodeau comes to mind. Quinn Snyder. I don't think you can overlook the Golden State Warriors. They've been one of the best defensive teams for the last several years as well. So credit to Steve Kerr and his great defensive coordinator, Ron Adams.
Good read by you. You're right. Here's Bell. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, teamwork at its finest there. The pick and roll set catches the defense napping. Boy, and Klay Thompson take the advantage and comes away with a pretty pass.
And a look here at the shot chart for Durant.
And this is an overall excellent offensive performance for him. He's not afraid to take the tough shots. He's getting open, working within the flow of the offense. Heck, he's been the flow of this offense, and he's having a great night so far.
There's the pick. Curry kicks to Durant. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now an 11-point Warrior lead. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Warriors leading by 11. Curry dishes to Green. Pass to Bell. Green, the screen. Outside Durant. Over in the corner, Green. Off target from 3-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Grant kicks to Levine. Valentine passes to Markkanen. The feed to Levine. Grant against Curry. Levine for 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Here's Thompson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Grant kicks to Markkanen. Thompson against Levine. Over Thompson. Pass to Markkanen. Outside Levine. A 3-ball. Connects from 3-point range. Levine's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. Curry kicks to Bell. There's a screen. Layup off the pick. And Durant lays it in. Durant's got 20 points.
Well, you can tell Kevin Durant is percolating right now. He is exceptional at getting to his rhythm.
And Lopez throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Grant against Curry. Grant dishes to Lopez. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball, and Green slams it in.
Well, such extraordinary court vision from Steph Curry. There are not many players in the league who would have been able to pick that one out.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's Mwaba missing. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, don't let Steph Curry's shooting take away from his skill as a passer. It is why we see so often, Kevin, his ability to pass the ball, lead to buckets for his team.
G kicks to Holiday. Pass to Portis. Stolen by Durant. Releases from 15. Offensive rebound.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Kicks to Holiday.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact. And a chance to check out the stats for Stephen Curry. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging 30 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
From outside the arc.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. Bulls moving the ball around. They set the pick. Holiday, the pass to G. And the Bulls with another miss.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, you wouldn't think about it with the position he plays, but, you know, Doris Pachulia is an underrated playmaker, very knowledgeable about how to space the floor, and also can drop a perfect pass to a cutter if you let him.
Well, he's the near-perfect teammate because he always understands the role that you want him to play. High IQ, he sees the floor, and he's very unselfish, Kev. He likes to make that extra pass.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mirotic. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. And let's step aside from it to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
You know, that is the key with him. With that offensive versatility that he has, he can play the role of floor general, distribute the basketball, keep the offense flowing. But when he needs to break down a defense all on his own, he's a powerful scorer.
Mwaba kicks to Mirotic. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Mirotic has got 15.
Physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Iguodala, not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Here's G. Nwaba kicks to G. Fires the three. Mirotich's shot is off.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Robin Lopez is checked in for David Nwaba. The Warriors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Portis, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Outside Curry. The Warriors have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That's good from Stephen Curry.
You know, I think one claim to fame that if I'm Steph Curry, I'm taking a lot of personal pride in, Kev, is the fact that he was the NBA's first ever unanimous MVP. It's really hard for me to fathom that this will ever occur again in history.
Lopez, a screen on Curry. Here's G. Good on the triple. G's got his 3rd basket of the night. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Bulls trailed by 19. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson at the 2 with Iguodala playing the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Pachulia, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Here's G, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Dishes it to Pachulia. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game. G kicks to Portis. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Bulls moving the ball around. Holiday dishes to G. 6 on the shot clock. No good off the front iron.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Curry outside. That shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Holiday with it. Picked up by Thompson. Holiday, the pass to Mirotic. Lopez kicks to Portis. He dishes it to Mirotic. Lopez a screen. Back to Mirotic. That 3 off the mark. Warriors leading by 18. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Here's Iguodala. Yes, that goes in.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
G kicks to Holiday. He feeds it to G. Here's Mirotic. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Outside Curry. Here's Thompson. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. G kicks to Mirotic. Portis, the pass to Mirotic. Off target with his 3.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
The offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 19. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Valentine's checked in for Bobby Portis. Zach LaVine comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Jaren Grant in for G. LaVine dishes to Mirotic. And it's off from three-point range.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Wasted no time on that one. And 11 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
It's stolen by Green. Now here's Iguodala. He's tightly guarded. Again, Iguodala missing.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Out left to the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. Curry passes to Thompson. Shoots a fader. Offensive rebound. McGee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
Clearly a foul.
No good on the free throw. And Doris, regarding league expansion with the popularity of international basketball, you think there'll ever be a team added to the NBA that is not located in North America?
You know, this is a fascinating supposition because the game is so popular in China. The game is increasingly popular in any number of non-NBA cities in Europe, Kev. I just wonder about the logistics of it. We talk all the time about the difficulty of the travel schedule and then the games in a certain number of nights. If you're incorporating overseas travel, it just seems to me that that's going to be a tough jigsaw to work out.
It could be. If you're playing on the East Coast and play in a London or a Paris, those flights probably don't measure much over 7 hours. But I get your point, and that, you know, all leagues are looking at this now very closely.
This is something the league is looking hard at. It'll be curious to see what occurs from it.
One of the things, too, is do we need to influence overseas markets now to find new revenues? I think that's something that all the leagues are looking at. And the Bulls with another miss.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Here's Durant. Goes back up. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. On the wing, LaVine. He kicks to Lopez. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist.
You know, that's good hands on display from Lopez right there, getting it up and down from inside.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his third foul of the game. Doris, I've heard you talk often about instituting a play clock from the very beginnings of someone learning the game of basketball.
Kevin, I think this is absolutely critical to the future of the game of basketball here in the United States, because the Europeans right now, from the formative stages, from the youngest someone picks up the game of basketball, play under duress of the shot clock. And the reason that's important is you must be a three-tool player to play under duress of the shot clock, meaning you've got to be a triple threat. You've got to be able to pass it, dribble it, and shoot it. And to do that with the pressure of a shot clock leaning in on you from those earliest moments is significant. And I know I have the backing of guys like R.C. Buford and Rick Carlisle. They believe, more important than me, intelligent basketball people believe that in the United States, we must institute a shot clock from the time guys and young women pick up the game.
Basket good. And that's now 11 points for Draymond Green.
How How aggressive is Draymond Green down on the low box? Looks so comfortable right now.
It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
The dish now to Green. McGee a screen. Here's Durant. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Markkanen kicks to Lopez. And here is Markkanen. Here's Levine. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. McGee. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Warriors making a change here. Bell's checked in. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and, Greg, get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Levine kicks to Nwaba. Back to Levine. And the pass to Nwaba. And the Bulls with another miss. Warriors leading by 21. Green with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. And it's Thompson again missing. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Here's Felicio, defended by Bell. Feeds it to Curry. Thompson outside, trying to find Durant. He's got it now. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Nwaba. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
Green in the post. Up top, Curry, guarded by Levine. Trying to get back on track. Felicio with a rebound. Bulls trail by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Nwaba, guarded by Green. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Levine. Curry is inside. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
And it's Nwaba missing.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Steph Curry.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Durant with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Andre. A lot of great offensive players on this team. How does it all come together to have a night like tonight?
Well, we know our defense is our catalyst to everything for our team. So as long as we play defense, get stops, rebounding was most important tonight. You know, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the league. We were able to do that and get out on a break.
And you made the most of it when you had those opportunities, Andre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.